Greetings, my beautiful beings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mosa, and if you are new here, hi. And if you're returning savvy, hi to you too. I appreciate that this is where you love to spend your time. If you're new here, I hope that you stay and become part of this beautiful growing family. Please don't hesitate to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. I create content on holistic healing. I'm a healer, I'm a herbalist, and I also share tips on how to become a better person. So these are topics on self-development, right? And yeah, everything in between. So yeah, if those are the topics that you love to learn more about, you love hearing me share my thoughts and my knowledge on, then you've come to the right place. Please do the right thing by joining me on the regular, right? So without wasting any more of your time, because it's precious, let's get right into today's topic. So today's topic is seduction, the subtle art of seduction. And I'll be teaching you how to use this art, right? Not just in your romantic relationships or your romantic interests, but in your everyday life, because there's more to just being seductive and speaking in a voice that is low register and, dreamy eyes and the works. It's a practice that can be applied even in manifestations. So yeah, seduction for me is an authentic magnetism. I need you to keep the definition in mind as we progress. Being magnetic isn't about you adapting a whole new personality. Being seductive is merely you amplifying all the qualities that you already possess. It has very little to do with looks. Remember how I mentioned in my last video that you get the most beautiful women with absolute rubbish personalities? This is what being seductive is. Beauty is the ability of a person to see beauty in everything that is around them. You can tell that a person is beautiful by how maybe they view flowers or the sky, for instance, or how they perceive people, right? That's very attractive. That's very seductive. So being seductive is literally having a high vibration, right? And people can tell that you are of a high vibration because they'll be drawn to you naturally so. And I'm sitting here and you can read my energy from the other side of the screen, right? And we are all born with the ability to read people. Think of how you have met maybe a friend of a friend for the first time, and at the end of maybe 2 lines or at the end of the conversation, you reach the conclusion that actually I'm okay with never seeing this person again because I don't like their energy. They very weird. My beautiful beings, seduction is an art that is effortless. Do you know how simple it is to have people fold like laundry and melt like butter in your presence? Being seductive isn't just about being sexual, right? Or about romantic relationships. Being seductive is understanding and harnessing the power that is your energy, right? It's about understanding that your energy is powerful enough to captivate every single thing that you desire. I am no expert when it comes to teaching about seduction, but I'll teach you what I know. The art of seduction is attracting and learning how to maintain connections while being tempting, all in the same breath. For Musa, being seductive is being present and fully immersing myself in a situation, right? And being present and asking all the questions that no one else would dare to ask. Questions that will have a person think before they respond. I have found that asking questions of this nature has a person wanting more of you. And a person wants more of you once you let them be comfortable. Once you let a person speak long enough, they reveal so much about themselves, right? And people love that. It's this hint of narcissism that we all have in us, right? It shows in certain conversations. And when you're dealing with a person that is seductive, they will allow you to speak and go on and on, but they remain mysterious. They tell so little about themselves. I absolutely love getting into people's heads. It can be a very fun place to get into, right? Getting into people's heads and decoding the person, right? And I remember asking this one guy what makes him happy, because he travels a lot and he, has been to many places on this planet. And he took a while to respond, which is good. And he said, I don't know, I've done so much that I can't really remember the last time I was really, really happy. And I was like, oh, you don't say. From that response alone, I could tell a lot. I could tell that he somehow had lost himself along the way, and that the kind of woman that he has been with don't really ask him important questions, or they don't really pick his brain. That brings me to my next point. Being seductive is listening with intention. Do you know how attractive listening with intention is? Listening with intention is so seductive. I love it when a person has a follow-up question. That means that you are listening to me. Also, I find it so beautiful how a person that listens with intent has a follow-up question, right? Because they are not listening to respond, they are listening to understand. So, self-concept, a high self-esteem, being calm, and not being a passive listener, listening to intent, being mindful and being present are qualities or are the steps and things that you should work through prior to you even attempting to seduce anyone. Seductive people know when to let go. I love that so much about them. This is because they are confident and they're self-aware, right? They are aware that they possess this power and they are continuously exercising it. They know how to channel that energy and where to direct it, most importantly. Let's speak about the body language of a seductive person. So we have mentioned that a seductive person is confident and is self-aware, meaning that you will be able to see it through their body language. Body language of a seductress. Head held up high, posture is great. They are so confident in themselves. Have you seen a person that is confident slouching or hunching their back? No. Posture is always great. Legs are always crossed with their hands on their thighs or playing with a certain feature on their body. But I hope that you don't do this in the office. You can't be having a soft gaze and playing with your shoulder at the office. Body language is also how you use your eyes, that soft gaze. Eyes are windows to your soul, being sensual. How do you walk? Do you walk just for the sake of walking? Do you move your hips, or you are constantly in a hurry to get to wherever you have to be? Moving your hips while you walk or while you are dancing as a woman is such a feminine and liberating thing to do, right? It allows you to be present. It allows you to be mindful. And it's so seductive, not only for those that will be observing you, but for you too. It feels so good. So mutoli chances you, I will shake, move those hips. Your voice and its tone is very powerful when it comes to being seductive. Speaking slow as well. I generally have a deep voice and I tend to speak slow, and I can't raise my voice. I just sound crazy when I attempt to raise my voice. So this is what I sound like on the regular. It sounds even deeper upon waking up. Being seductive is being mindful and self-aware, right? So accentuate parts of your body or features of your face that you believe look great. Being seductive is leaving room for imagination. If your legs are your best feature, then wear a short skirt, but be sure to cover your cleavage. Leave room for the imagination. Don't reveal everything all at once, because being seductive is being mysterious. Being seductive and manifesting all that you desire, right? You have to be sensual when you manifest. So with manifesting, one, you need to believe that you are worth it, right? Two, you need to envision yourself in that very moment. I have manifested traveling, and it's been such a beautiful experience, right? Sensuality, how does being sensual come in? What song are you hearing on the road? The sun rays are hitting or kissing my brown skin. The smell of wine gums in the car, leather seats, the sound that the bottle of sparkling water makes when you open it, right? How cold is this bottle of water that you are consuming? Ana eberejas, is the bottle dripping of cold water? Do you have water on the palm of your hands? Such things. And how are you feeling as you see Brahman cows on the field, that experience, that makes manifestations come to pass quicker than anything. So be sensual in everything that you do. I know I'm very, very, very sensual. And yes, you need to believe that you are deserving. Put yourself in that situation or that scene, and the rest is history. That is being seductive. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you learned more about being seductive and how to go about starting to be seductive. And yeah, it's been good. I hope you know how to be authentic and magnetic moving forward, how to love yourself a bit more, and how to see the beauty in everything that surrounds you. So yeah, thank you for watching right until the end of today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell notification icon, don't forget. And remember that to love yourself is to heal yourself. I'm out.